What is up, weirdos? I hope everybody's having a good day. I feel compelled to make this video today just because I plan in the future on making a lot of videos regarding narcissistic abuse and recovery. And I just want to kind of lay out like my take on what like a narcissist is, what this disorder is, okay? And because I feel like, I don't know, kind of just jumping into like healing and all, like I want to talk about all the behaviors, all the insidious behaviors and actions and patterns of narcissism that we don't really always recognize. I need to kind of lay out my take on what this is, okay? Because when you Google narcissistic personality disorder, like a very vague description comes up, okay? And it also says that it's rare, and it's so not rare, okay? There are narcissists everywhere, and I battle in my mind of like, is there just narcissists everywhere, or are there just narcissists in my world? Is it worldwide, or is it just my world? You know, and I truly think that it is the whole world. It's not just, at least our society in the US is really all I can speak for, but it's not just my world. And yes, your vibe attracts your tribe, but I think that that's just like the people that you have in your life around you all the time, like is the tribe. You know, your vibe attracts that kind of tribe. And when I'm observing this world and this society, it is a very narcissistic society, okay? It is a very structured in a narcissistic way. If you think about our government and how like just the system manipulates us to control us and breaks us down so that we'll be more easily moldable, and you know, instills this fear in us that if we don't follow the rules that we're gonna be in trouble. It's so narcissistic. It's just like the whole structure of it, okay? And so that's, you know, I feel like it's important to just lay this out. My take. This is my take on what narcissism is, okay, and NPD, and they truly are monsters living among us. They're fucking monsters in their heads, okay? And of course there's a spectrum. There's, you know, people with just high narcissistic traits, okay? And I think that some of those people might be people that are enduring the abuse of a narcissist, and they are just projecting what is projected onto them, okay? And they don't mean to be that way. It's just, you know, what they're brainwashed to do. And I kind of, sorry, I lost, I have so many things going on in my head. I do have a whiteboard written out here just to try to keep me on track a little bit, but I get sidetracked so easy. Everybody knows this. So, okay, the narcissist. All right, there's somebody with a huge inflated ego, okay? And when I say inflated, it's all just hot fucking air, all right? Because they're just very, very sad people inside. They're very low self-esteem, very low self-worth. You know, they're just jealous, envious people, okay? And anybody that has anything more than they do, or anything that is anybody that's doing more than they're doing, they want to tear them down. They want to sabotage them, okay? And I don't feel guilty about talking like this anymore, because these beings are real. I don't even want to call them people, okay? Like, they are people or whatever. They've experienced trauma or whatever, but they're just they're there's no excuse. There's no excuse for treating people continuously the way that narcissists do. Oh, back to the spectrum. Okay, so there's people with high characteristics, high narcissistic traits. Okay, and then I feel like there's a middle ground of narcissists who are just like, they're just stupid. Okay, and they're lazy, and their like coping mechanism to their trauma is to just be a shitbag. And I feel like they don't even know that they are shitbags. It's just how they live their life. That's how they get by. And then there's the dangerous narcissist that knows they're a narcissist. They know that they're terrible, and they don't care to do anything to change. That being said, narcissists never change. If you do have a true narcissist in your life, or you know someone is, they never change. They never change. They're like that forever. They sold their soul. Okay, they sold their soul and they don't ever get it back. They're just like that. They just like that forever. All right. So don't ever think that you're going to change a narcissist. Just you have to get away. A lot of narcissistic abuse, at least in my case and what I see with other people, is very covert. Okay, it's so like insidious and quiet, and they're calculating, and the things that they do, they're never openly like. I mean, there are narcissists that are completely overt about their abuse, but the I feel like the real insidious nature of it is the covert aspect, okay? Because it's the guise of love and caring when in reality they hate you and they want to ruin you. They want to destroy you, okay? But from the outside it looks like love. All right, and that's the most damaging. That is the most damaging, okay? And the results of narcissistic abuse is most definitely complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, no doubt about it. It is like it's a lifelong thing that you have to deal with. Okay, and the aspects of CPTSD is really it's like earth shattering, and it takes a lot of reprogramming to get over that. Okay, it's really all about manipulation and control with a narcissist. Okay, as long as they have somebody to control or manipulate, that's how they're fueled. Okay, and in like the NPD community, you'll hear, if you're doing research, you'll hear the term supply, narcissistic supply. Okay, and that's basically any kind of energy exchange, okay, between a narcissist and their target. Okay, and that can be anything from emotional reactions to money to your time, anything that they're getting out of you, your affection, your praise, your love. When they do things to hurt you and you're sad, you cry, or you're angry, that's energy too for them. That is energy that you're giving them. Okay, that's fuel. That is narcissistic supply that you're giving to them. Before I knew what NPD was, I would just call these people juju suckers. Okay, because there's certain people out there that they just don't want to see you do better. They are so jealous and envious of you that they don't want to see you do better, and they'll do anything they can to prevent that from happening, including breaking your spirit or causing obstacles in your life or whatever it may be, instilling a lot of self-doubt and within yourself to hinder you from progressing as a spiritual being. Okay, so that's pretty much just the basis of it, of narcissists. Okay, they're just juju suckers. They're just going around sucking everybody's juju, all right? And they'll have a whole like network of juju givers, and they just keep sucking. And when they get bored with some supply, or you're not giving them the supply that they want or need, they'll just move on to the next person. Okay, and this varies like depending on your relationship with the narcissist. Okay, like in a romantic relationship, it's a pretty consistent pattern. If you're studying, you'll hear the love bomb phase, and then the devalue phase, and the discard phase, and there's the hoovering and the back and forth, and that's like a structured pattern pretty much in the romantic sense. But when it comes to like familial or friends that are narcissistic, it can be harder to identify their behavior, because I mean, it depends on how intertwined you are. Okay, and it's a case by case thing, of course, and there's no like direct like definition for NPD, okay? Because it's so different. It varies from person to person, and also on that spectrum, okay? And the best thing you can do is just identify the behaviors of these people and the way that they make you feel. Okay, you need to connect with yourself. You need to connect with your higher self. And when you feel things, your body is always telling you when there's danger. Your body is always telling you, your intuition's always trying to connect with you to let you know danger, danger. I had an interaction with somebody that I suspect is pretty high NPD case. I don't see this person very often, but we had some interaction yesterday, and some things happened. It was a very simple thing, and I could tell that they were just trying to bring me down a little bit since I was just feeling really high. And so yeah, really, I swear, if you jump up here, I'm gonna just grab you and snuggle you. She's like, oh, okay, never mind. Um, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, okay, my interaction yesterday. So all this stuff was going on, and I'm kind of programmed to just be go with the flow. Okay, like I'm not so much a people pleaser anymore. I like to be, okay, but I do have boundaries, and I kind of, when dealing with a narcissist, it's just so easy for me to just pass it on, just let that wave ride out. All right. And I noticed yesterday, during this very short yet intense interaction, and it was so simple and brief, and anybody looking at it from the outside wouldn't have really thought much of it, I suppose. Even though he was being extremely condescending and belittling towards me, my body, even though my mind was saying like, just roll through this and you're gonna fucking leave and that's that, my body was just going off. Okay, my heart rate increased. I feel when I am being attacked covertly by a narcissist, I feel it in my nerves. I feel it in my skin from my head to my toe. Okay, and I've been programmed, I've been brainwashed to kind of ignore those feelings, but I fully recognize them now, and I know what they are, and I know how I feel. And your body, by the way it feels, is always trying to tell you the right thing to do and show you the right way. So yeah, it's really important to listen to your feelings and listen, be really aware of what your body is telling you all the time, because we do have the power, the intuition to tell us that this doesn't feel right, and I'm hurting, and this isn't fair, and I need to get away. Okay, and that's really all that it's about, is watching your reactions. Don't feed the narcissist. Don't give them any supply. You need to watch your reactions and really protect yourself, and just always remember that in their eyes you are better than them. Okay, and I hate to say that I'm better than anybody, because I know I'm not. Nobody is better than anybody. Okay, we are all equal. We are all in this world together. But you're most likely better than the narcissist. That's just all there is to it. You're a better person inside, and that's how I walk away just laughing. The narcissist is always laughing at you in their head when they fool you, when they hurt you. They're laughing at you. They don't care. They have no empathy. None. An extreme lack of empathy. That is how they're able to just hurt people over and over and over again and not really do anything and change or feel anything about it. Okay, so it's important to just protect yourself in that sense and just get away. Okay, and I do have to touch base on like the results of narcissistic abuse, okay, because there is just a slew of psychological results. Okay, I mentioned CPTSD. Okay, this includes like a lowered self-esteem, okay, a lowered sense of self-worth and self-importance, an increase in self-doubt, okay, and an increase in confusion. The narcissist is always trying to keep you confused about everything. The narcissist is always trying to keep you confused about the world. The narcissist is always trying to keep you confused about how others feel about you, because that affects us. Most people, the narcissist is always trying to keep you confused about yourself, and in this confusion it is easier for them to manipulate you to get the supply that they need from you, whether that be emotional, monetary, or whatever kind of supply. However they get their rocks, everybody's different. So beyond, that confusion, self-doubt, anxiety, depression is huge when you're being abused by a narcissist. You are exhausted mentally, physically, emotionally, and there's also a slew of physical afflictions brought on by the body's physiological response to this abuse. Okay, it's the fight or flight. It is a constant state of fight or flight that your body is in when dealing with this abuse regularly. Okay, and stress in the body, the constant release of stress hormones is crazy. It causes so many problems. Okay, like weight gain, depression, anxiety, all that, just increased blood pressure, increased glucose, all kinds of things are caused by this type of abuse, and it really is tough to bounce back if you're not aware of what's going on. So I know this is kind of like all over the place, and I'm a little distracted. Like, stuff's going on around here. I got a million and one things to do today. I'm getting ready to walk a horse like a quarter mile by myself. I'm kind of nervous about it, but it's gotta happen today. So yeah, I apologize if I apologize if I'm all over the place, but I just feel like this information is like super important, and especially as like kind of a precursor to some of the videos that I'm getting ready to make regarding narcissistic abuse, healing and recovery. So I hope that you could get a little bit of information. I can't stress enough that the like, what I'm saying is just like, it's such a multifaceted form of abuse and disorder. Hello, chicken. Hi, you want to come up here? It's so multifaceted. There's no way anybody could sit and cover this stuff all in one. So I'm excited to hopefully help people be aware of what's going on, because truly these monsters, they're everywhere. They are fucking everywhere. As much as I try to deny it and think that this world is that I'm just attracting these people, like, the more I heal, they're still around. Okay, and it's just the truth that our society. Oh, I tried to get her, she ran away. You get back here. All right, I'm about to run out of video, but thank you so much for watching if you're still watching, and I hope you watch